Well, we're now learning tonight that the fight over higher AES electric bills is far from over. In fact, consumer advocates now are asking state regulators to reconsider that recently approved rate hike.
So many customers are telling us that they're already struggling to keep up. Tonight, our State House reporter Emily Longnecker met a woman who tells her that falling behind on her electric bill actually set off a chain of events that ultimately left her homeless.
I'm one of these people. You get up every day and you do the best you can.
It's an attitude 68-year-old Deb Rogers learned during the toughest moment of her life, watching her daughter die of cancer.
Because when you watch a 23-year-old child, to me, dying of cancer and still being positive every day, I feel like I don't have any room to complain, you know?
Staying positive, though, has gotten harder over the past 6 months after Deb became homeless in January.
So I would say in an average week, I spend maybe four nights in my vehicle.
This Jeep is where Deb sleeps most nights. The other she rotates between friends' couches. It's never where she thought she'd be at 68.
It sucks. It sucks.
Deb says the road here started a few years ago when her utility bills went up.
My bill doubled or more than that. So I called them and I said, make this make sense.
Deb says she got on a payment plan but still couldn't keep up and got behind.
I come home one day and my electric is shut off.
She says she applied for energy assistance to try and get the lights back on, but the wait was too long, even if it had come through, though.
It wouldn't have mattered because I still couldn't pay that bill, that size every month.
Deb says when she told her apartment manager the situation,
she said, we can't have anybody living without electricity on.
So Deb made the decision not to renew her lease, knowing at that point, with her utility bills now higher, she couldn't afford them and rent too.
I couldn't pay it all. And let's say I could, I wouldn't have a penny to live on.
We hear stories like that all the time, and it's heartbreaking.
Kerwin Olson is with Citizens Action Coalition, CAC, a utility consumer advocacy organization. CAC, along with the state agency that represents utility customers, filed petitions with the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission, asking them to reconsider the AES rate hike approval.
Folks are struggling. The affordability crisis is real, and this order is something that I hope the commission revisits using stories like this as illustrative examples.
For Deb Rogers, she's not sure if anything will make a difference in her case.
The hopeless and helplessness, I think, is the thing that bothers me most.
A feeling she was able to fight against before, even after losing a child. A fight she just doesn't have in her anymore.
I feel like it's over. I have no hope.
In Indianapolis, Emily Longnecker, 13 News.